Alright guys, so welcome back to yet another video here today again at Saratoga after taking a couple of days off. If you guys remember, last week we had a pretty solid Friday racing card, winning one of the early pick fours, carrying us into the weekend. Saturday, our schedule got ahead of us. We wasn't really able to handicap all the cards like we said we were gonna try to do. We was only able to get Saratoga, but like it was a very rushed session. So, and then Sunday we got washed out. That was taken off of the turf, and we got a sloppy racetrack. So we didn't play Sunday. We gave a look over to Del Mar, but honestly, we just we took what it was, and we was trying to just get prepared for this week. So going into this week, our numbers are still looking very good at Saratoga. We're just gonna try to keep that going into this Wednesday card. We should be able to get a fast and firm track today. There shouldn't be too much rain in the forecast, so our handicapping should be very accurate today. I've already pre-handicapped the early pick four. We're going to start today in races 3 through 6, and I'm just going to dive right into it as I've done in my previous videos. I'm going to let you know how the race are going to play out and give you my pick four ticket towards the end. So diving right into it, we have race number 3. We have a stakes race to start the early pick four, a mile on an inner turf restricted to 3-year-olds. And in this race, I went 3 deep. Wanted to go 4 deep, but this race was kind of difficult to narrow down, to be honest. There is a winner at the condition already, who's going to be a short price favorite that we're going to try to beat in here. Looking at it, we have the one horse in here who was the first horse we left off the ticket. We thought he was going to show a lot of speed. He did show speed at the level last time out. Against there's 6 horses that are coming out of this 7 furlong stakes race last time out. And he was the one that showed the most speed, but ran dead last that day. He's a gelding just 4 days ago. We don't really like that angle. We like geldings have a little bit of a freshening after being gelded. So at 8-1, we left him off the ticket. Strong connection, should show a lot of speed though. Just don't think he's going to be able to hang on late today. The 2 horse was a long shot play that we included in here. Joe Rosario drives, was in that common race, as we said last time out. One knock against this horse. He did come in 5th that day. Did experience a little bit of trouble. He doesn't have a win on turf. We don't really like that going into a stakes race. But he's only raced 1 time on turf, and that was last time out against a number of these horses. So we're hoping he makes a progression off that effort last time out. He is a winner as a 3-0, where a couple of these horses are lacking wins as 3. Don't think he fits with this class level. Only winning for a maiden 16,000, trying to win a stakes race. That's very difficult to do. We left him off the ticket. 4 horses make him our top pick. The only horse in this field who has won a stakes race. He's won as a 3-0, one on the turf. He's a must-use in this spot at 9-5. The 6 horse is our second choice. He ran second in that common race. Had a little bit of trouble. Is a winner on turf. Has not won since his 2-year-old campaign. That's a 1 knock against him. But in all of his 3-year-old races, he's had a little bit of trouble, so you can make an excuse for that. And he's talented. We know he's talented because he won first time out, going a mile and a 16 at Saratoga as a 2-year-old. That's very tough by 3 lengths. So this horse is very talented. The 4 and the 6, 1 knock against them. They do get that weight disadvantage. They're carrying 124 compared to a number of runners in here. So do take note of that. That's why we included the 2. The 7 horse, much like the 3 horse, up against it. Breaking his maiden for maiden 16, trying to come in to win a stakes race. Very tough to do. 8 horse. Gave a look in here, but this horse just hasn't won yet. He's still a maiden, trying to win a stakes race. That's very difficult to do. At 4-1, definitely looking for a better price. This one gave a look, but I rather Ortiz Jr. First thing I noticed, jumps off of this horse. Manny Franco jumps off of this horse, who he's won with in the past. He doesn't have a mount in here, but we would like to see him or rather Ortiz Jr. to get back aboard. The 9 does draw Luis Saez, good jockey, Rudy Rodriguez. Should show tactical speed in here. Just think he's up against it 0 for 2 on the turf, trying to win a stakes race. First time out, third time out on the turf. Loses his jockeys. Up against it today at 8-1. So in this race, we went 2, 4, 6, making the 4 our top pick, the 6 horse our second pick, the 2 horse our third pick as a long shot. And as we said, we're expecting the 1, possibly the 9 to show the most speed in this spot. The 4 horse to lay tactical, the 6 horse to lay tactical, as well as the 2 horse all to lay tactical, and hopefully just have enough talent to close up on this field. 2, 4, 6 get us out of the first leg. We go into the second leg, the fourth race on the card. This race had a lot of scratches. We got 3 horses that scratched. A lot of the speed was taken out of this race. We had Like the Horse that was 12-1, but he was taken out of this race. So we were able to narrow it down to 2 horses in this spot. Going into it, we have a 7 furlong race on the dirt, claiming 25, 9 winners or 2. First horse we're going to use is this 1 horse. Orlando Noda claimed him last time out. Manny Franco gets aboard this horse first time. Is a winner at the $25,000 level for state breds. In the slop, that's a knock against him, but did have a little bit of trouble last time out against a common like runner in this field. Did show speed and was claimed, so he draws a look in this spot. We're going to immediately go to that second place runner in here, who's going to be very, very tough to beat. That's the 6 horse. Irad Ortiz Jr., Rob Atras claimed him last time out in that last race. Is in good form. Is going to be closing, and we know in these 7 furlong races, you got to have fitness and you have to be closing to win these type of races. We're hoping just today that in a short field, 6 horse field, the 1 horse could possibly, with the scratches taken out of this race, could be lonely on the lead and get brave. Hopefully, with Manny Franco at 8-1, it's not really going with the bias of this racetrack. But sometimes you just have to play speed at the level, and that is very dangerous some days. So we included the 1 at a price, should show good speed. The 3 horse we did not include, only beating a 3 horse field last time out in a maiden breaking victory for $40,000. Is dropping for the $25,000 tag. It's a step up, but it's a drop. It's a questionable move by this trainer. Only winning on that good track, only running on a fast track in his debut. It's just a questionable form. It's going to be coming from out of it in the 6 horse field. We left him off the ticket at 9-2, too short of a price. The 4 horse was the first horse we left off the ticket. We gave him a look. Should show nice speed. Is a winner at the $25,000 level for the state bred, not open. Just ran an awful race last time out. Loses his jockey that he's won with in the past, and his jockey got off of another horse that scratched. So it was a little bit of a question mark, but did draw a look at 15-1. Didn't want to make the ticket too big. We left him off of the ticket today. Hopefully he gets beat by speed by the 1 horse, and even if he tries to run with the 1, as we've seen how this racetrack is playing, I think it's just going to be up against it for him to run a big number up on the pace. And we're looking for the 6 horse to, be our top pick to close on these runners in the end anyway. So 1-6 to get us out of this race, just to go over the 5 horse. We just don't think he's up against it. Only winning on a sloppy racetrack. Irad Ortiz Jr. jumps off of this horse to ride the 6. The 6 horse is going to be very strong in this spot. 1-6 to close out that leg of the pick 4. The third leg in the 5th race up on the card is a 1.16 maiden special weight for 2-year-olds. We went 3 deep in this spot, using 2 first-time starters and a horse with experience. There's a number of first-time starters in this spot, but going a 1.16 for 2-year-olds is very tough to do first time out. So we did want to include a horse with experience. And the 1 horse does have the most experience in this group, racing 2 times already. Going for that 5 furlong distance, should show a lot of speed out of the gate drawing the 1 post position. Manny Franco is very aggressive, up early on the lead. Very good turf rider for the 2-year-olds. We had to include him on a ticket. The 2 horse at 10-1, 1.16 isn't really showing great workouts. Is a play against for me today in this spot at 10-1. The 3 horse we had to include. Luis Hayes draws aboard. Brad Cox, good connection, winning first time out on the turf. Did sport a couple bullet workouts. You know, Luis Saez is an aggressive jockey. You know, you need a little bit of speed in this spot as we're going 2 turns for 2-year-olds. Need a little bit of speed. The 3 horse is going to possess that. The 4 horse was our first horse who we had to leave off the ticket. If you want to make a little bit of a bigger ticket, I do suggest adding the 4 horse. We only wanted to play it for 27 today, so we did not include this horse. Jose Ortiz jumped back aboard. Did experience a little bit of trouble. Is routing for the first time. At 10-1, we're just going to hope he gets beaten for speed today. It's going to have a little bit too much to do late. Like we said, the 1 horse is running a little bit better numbers. Should be a little bit closer up on the pace. The 3 horse, even though he's a first-time starter, did show them bullet workouts in the morning. Compared to this 4 horse, we're hoping for him to show a little bit more speed than him today. 5 horse, we had to leave him off the ticket. Luis Saez jumps off to ride a first-time starter. Don't really like that. Going for this horse does draw Dylan Davis, good jockey. Was off slow in his debut. You know, couple of question marks. Added blanker shouldn't show that much speed out of the gate. It's going to be tough to get to at 8-1. The 6 horse was a play against Rudy Rodriguez. All right, Ortiz Jr. good connections, but Rudy Rodriguez has had a tough go of it for first-time starters. We left him off the ticket. The sire isn't doing too great, only having 1 winner out of 41 starters. That's tough. The 7 horse, this trainer, we researched him in the past, has not won with 2-year-olds. It's going to be tough today for the 7 to get here. 8 horse we had to include. We definitely included Mike Maker, Tali Gaffion, solid connections, first time out. Didn't want to lose to these connections. They could win with a first-time starter on the turf. Mike Maker definitely likes to bring them long. Tyler Gaffion is an aggressive jockey out the gate. Should get him involved early. We include him on a ticket. The 9 and 10 simply just out of form, bad post positions. Don't like the trainers. Don't like the jockeys. We left them off the ticket. Not too much to say with them. So we went 1, 3, and 8. Get us out of this leg. We're expecting speed from all 3 of those contenders. Hopefully to just be more tactical than the rest of this field, and to finish on the rest of this field as well. 1, 3, and 8. This last race, we went 3 deep, included a little bit of a price in here. It's a 1.8 mile main special weights for 90 class rating. The 1 horse was the first horse we included. Has the most experience in this field. Only horse that's really gone 2 turns and placed going 2 turns at this level of competition. Does loses his jockey, Joel Rosario, who rides the even money shot in this spot, but does get Luis Saez first aboard. We do like that angle. And with the experience and the fitness edge I believe this 1 horse has, we had to include him at 10-1. Do not think we'll get 10-1 on the morning line. The 2 horse was another horse we included coming out of all sprint races. Should show the most speed, does have the fastest numbers for 3-year-old, was a must include. The 3 horse was a play against Chad Brown. Draws 2 in here. This is one he does draw in. Loses his jockey. Has had a little bit of trouble in his first 2 starts. I don't envision much speed in this horse. I think he's going to be up against it, happening running a bigger number than, you know, the 1 and the 2 who has already run bigger numbers than this 3-horse. 4-horse, a little bit of the same profile as the 3, loses his jockey. You know, might have bet him going into that debut, but it didn't really show too much. Don't really like the angle of an equipment change second time out. 5-horse at 50-1 wasn't much of a look as well. Form is just way out, a question mark. It's going to be coming from way out of it. Numbers aren't good enough. This is your even money shot right here. The 6-horse, Belmont Joe Rosario gets aboard. Second time out. Should show tactical speed. Did experience a little bit of trouble. Was a must use in this spot. 7-horse, don't have any type of form. It doesn't really have class to fit with this group. Was a play against. Don't see him running a big race today. 8-horse, second time start in the States. Didn't run at all in that debut for the stakes at 16-1. Don't see much speed coming out of this filly. Was a play against. This was the first horse. The 9-horse was the first horse we left off the ticket. The other Chad Brown runner for Javier Castellano did run against the 2-horse last time out. Did show a little bit of speed. I just think at 12-1 last time out, he's going to be going up against it today against this field. You know, it's just going to have a tough go of it. Might have bet him last time out. So that wraps up the ticket, guys, today with the 1, 2, and 6. We're just gonna recap real quick. Give me my pick 4. In the first leg, we went 2, 4, and 6. The second leg, we went 1, 1, 6. Just 1, 6 in the second leg. Third leg, we went 1, 3, 1, 3, and 8. And then the fourth and final leg, we went 1, 2, and 6 to conclude this pick 4 tickets, guys. And I'll be looking to do a late pick 4 possibly today. We'll see how my schedule goes. So stay tuned for a later video today. Next one. Good luck.